wonder if I can move the chat. There we go. Because we can see the chat over here. Bump it up more. Like, I want to be bland.
But this is still the warm-up, right?
What's going on?
Like, once we...
We're trying to get us set. What's up, everybody?
How you doing?
I think that's probably... Maybe that's not. We're just chilling, guys. We're still getting everything set up.
Initial broadcast. Things aren't going to always go the way you want to see.
Oh, look, we actually have more space, too, so I can move this closer.
Music is good.
You can hear it? Okay, you can hear us talking blah, 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 blah,
Blah, blah, blah,
blah. Oh, that catch is good. All right. Yeah. Let's see. Arm's good. Palm's sweating.
Thank God I don't have mom's spaghetti.
Okay, should I put it down one? Camera? What do y'all think?
I think it's good like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Looks good.
Looks good to me, but I think the lighting's actually really good.
Yeah, do a good job getting the shadows out of there.
Damn, you know what? You might need to work on getting you contacts. You can't see your eyes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was glaring in your glasses. That's one thing I was noticing.
Can you see without them?
Can.
Because I wear glasses sometimes too.
I mean, I don't really need to see.
Can you see that?
I can see it. It's kind of blurry, but I can see it.
Nah, put your glasses on.
Yeah, but we'll work on it.
I might actually put this closer though.
So it's a little delayed. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Oh, the ads. I didn't think about the ads. Is it on your phone?
Can you see your brother?
I don't think I did.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. Hey, first time viewer! What up, Dodge?
We salute you.
Yeah, shout out to Dodge. He's actually one of our buddies. Be for real. Working on some music. Yeah. This is gonna live on forever, by the way. After we post this, it will be on YouTube. So
Check it out there.
we're just jamming out for a bit before we get started.
Always got to get the vibes right. That's always super, super important.
Where's the thing? Okay, I have a good idea. I was gonna put this right here for me, for mine at least.
But I could literally keep it right here. It's not in the view of the camera.
Nah, it's all good.
So it's literally right here.
I'm gonna get mine real quick, and then just because you can always get yours, right?
Yeah. Mine, compared to yours, mine is pretty easy.
Just gotta do this. No, it's all good. We can just look at it. We can like go back and forth. We could honestly have this playing low in the background.
That's what I was thinking.
Low.
Yeah,
A little-
like lower for sure.
Yeah. Like super low.
The only thing is, the playlist is only like 10 videos, so that's eventually it's gonna run out.
We could just pause it too. We could just pause it. It's cool. What time is it? Okay.
11:06.
Yeah. Alright. Yeah, we might not even have any. That's cool.
That's cool. I'd rather just work out the kinks.
We're gonna start here in about 3-4 minutes, guys. We're just chilling, vibing, waiting. We're just kind of like waiting a little bit, letting the music roll.
Turn it down.
No, turn it up. Camera's so weird. Let's get that money.
What happened?
Let's get that money.
Time machine.
What's weird is it seems like the camera's like angled.
DeLorean.
It kind of feels like I'm like sitting like that. But I don't know if that's me or the camera.
I got a lot of money in the bank. I got a lot of things that make me cry. I got a lot of things that make me wanna poop.
Is that a little bit better? It's just, I feel like the same. I kind of feel the same.
I feel like it's the same.
You know what I mean? It feels like. Hey, stuffed up, yo. Oh, turn it on.
Turn it down.
Yeah. Have y'all ever ranked the MCU movie? We are actually gonna rank the MCU movies.
We've done it before in the privacy of our own home,
Yeah, but never on.
never on
this yet. This is a brand new channel, so we will be doing that within the coming weeks. Honestly, we might even do it next week.
Next week,
if you
yeah.
want to see one next week, we might even do that.
And when we did it, that was before COVID and before the shows and a few movies that they've had come out since it. So I think the
Exactly.
last movie we did was.
He said I do all 29.
Okay.
That's universe,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. I mean,
At this point, I've watched everything but Miss Marvel, but that's next on the dock for me.
we'll get it done. We can do it next week.
We can do it next week.
Yeah,
honestly.
we'll get the MCU next week.
Thank you. That's actually that kind of solves that for us because
Oh, can you list yours? Hey, you do you, boo boo. We're about to get into the. I didn't even name the stream. I got this. This is what we're about to do. First of all. Oh, I love it.
that's awesome. That's actually really awesome and funny. But yeah, we can definitely do Marvel next week. I'd love to do that honestly, just to see how I feel about things compared to because I think the last time we did this
I'm not
amongst
spelling this right. Here we go. Yeah, this week we're doing anime's main protagonist.
that's what we're doing
So,
today.
we're about to
Tomorrow
get started.
is Friends characters, which I'm really excited about.
With no sugar added.
And then
Lily's chocolate makes life sweeter.
yeah, so I think the last time we did it,
Let me turn it down. Oh my God.
the last thing we had watched was Endgame. So a lot's happened since then, obviously.
I'll stop for volume.
Turn it down more.
Nah, that's good.
That's good.
Okay. I'm gonna put family friendly.
Runs in the galaxy that far.
Let's go.
What?
I was gonna put.
Oh, he's off there.
Conversation's already
That's
happened.
our sound man right now. That's our sound man. Hey, do you have any other tags for this? Anime, ranking.
Ranking tiers.
Chatting. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do for now because now we're just kind of stream language English. Let your viewers know you stream was previously recorded. Nah, it's not previously recorded. Done. There we go. Oh, he's literally putting the whole thing. Alright, here we go. Into anime.
I don't even want to put Eternals on the list. It was that terrible for me.
Eternals?
Yeah, I didn't like it.
I haven't watched
I
it.
didn't like it. I thought it was pretty garbage.
But oh, he's literally going through. You have all 29 ready.
Dude, man, you kind of making me want to do this right now.
The Incredible Hulk.
The Incredible Hulk, that high is crazy.
But is that high?
That's high. For
Is
that
that
movie, it was like the first movie in the
How many
Marvel
MCU
series.
movies are there?
Close to 30, I would say.
So it's not that high.
For how good it actually was, that's pretty high. It should
No,
be like
24th is one of the lowest ones. That's what he's.
it should be lower. That's what I'm saying.
Out of 29? Out of
It should be
29?
lower. That's what I'm saying. It should be
That's what I was
lower.
like, bro. I definitely can't put
There's things he's putting underneath it that are better than that.
Ant-Man's a good movie though.
Ant-Man's a good. Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Here's the
is
thing.
actually
Here's the
really
thing.
good.
Are you talking
Well,
about?
not really good.
Here's the thing.
I-
Are you talking about the movies or are you talking about the superhero?
I think he's talking about the movies.
He's at MCU.
Hey, make your own list. respect.
But listen.
Respectfully,
I want to
of course.
know if you're talking about the movies or are you talking about the superhero?
I think he's straight talking.
I'm talking about the movies.
Yeah, straight.
I don't know then, man. We'll get our own list. We'll do it next
Captain
week.
Marvel at 20. Oh man. Okay.
Okay, we'll get to it.
We'll-
next week. Hey, you can
That's crazy though.
you can keep on
20?
putting it.
Yo, that's so high.
I'll
Okay.
just like if I see it, I'll let
Sorry.
I'll let the camera know. I'll let
Yeah.
the camera know what this guy's saying, but we'll be
That's
good.
crazy.
All right, so
Okay.
Respect that though, because
Guys-
so many people say they don't like Captain Marvel.
I don't.
So it's
I
like-
don't.
So does that mean more people like it than they say?
I don't even like Captain America.
Whoa, that's a.
What are you gonna do?
That's the hottest of takes.
That's a hot take.
That's the
I
hottest of
really
takes.
don't like him. He's
He's
so
my favorite.
annoying.
He's my favorite.
He's literally the worst.
He's not the worst though.
He's such the worst. Like
Okay,
not the
go.
worst.
Content why?
well, he's the worst. We
He's
can't.
not
This
the
is for a
worst.
different time.
We'll do this another
This is a different
time.
Okay.
But that's the hottest of takes. I
Guys.
thought you. Okay. sorry.
Welcome guys to the Tierjerkers. My name's E Valley.
My name's D Money.
Yes, and we are the Tierjerkers. We are gonna be
Tierjerkers.
jerking tears left and right. One of the things that we do, we're gonna have perks. So, for instance, if there's one that he hates, we each have the power up called "Put It in Your Pocket." And if we do this and this, that means put it in your pocket. We're both gonna say it, put it in your pocket, and that means that's gonna go straight up to the top to the goat section. And let me show y'all real quick. So we have, this is for our ranking system. We got GOAT, pretty good, meh, kind of bad, and
The pit.
the pit. Okay, so we'll be ending up showing this throughout. So just keep y'all updated on it. And then we have our other perk is gonna be, do the honors. My vision!
Long going joke.
Yeah,
But basically, anytime someone touches you, your vision's gone.
Yeah.
And that's what it's gonna be. If it belongs in the pit, your
It's gonna
vision's
go to the
gone.
pit.
It was so bad it took away your vision, basically.
yeah, so if I go like this, it doesn't matter if he loves the person, I'm gonna go,
My vision.
in the pit. It doesn't even matter if he loves them. So this could be like,
You get
it
one.
could be triggering.
It's gonna trigger me, I'm sure.
Honestly,
I'm looking forward to when we do
you know what?
certain
You know
things.
what?
What?
Should it be just one of each and one of us we switch off perks? So for instance, this one I have in the pit and then this one you gotta put in your pocket. And then we switch it every stream. That's good.
That's
That's good because 4 is too many sometimes for what we got.
4's a lot.
If we have a bigger list, we'll do 4, but today we have 10.
Or we each have one. There's 2 total. One each, right? Whoever gets to it first. Or you want to have the ability to use one.
Whoever gets to it first.
Yes. So
Well, if one of us gets to it,
once
then the
you
other one
guess-
gets to use the other one. No matter what.
no matter what,
Yep, you can't because you can't.
then we might as well just switch off each one. So one I'll have put in your pocket, then the next one you'll put in your pocket.
I think so.
Yeah,
Which
that's-
one do you want this time? You want to put it in your pocket?
I won't put it in your pocket.
He wants to put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
He wants to put it in your
I
pocket.
won't put it in your pocket.
I'll be the pit this time. So
But I think putting it in your pocket for tomorrow is going to work out for you.
probably.
I
We'll
think
see.
so.
Tomorrow,
We'll see.
tomorrow
We'll see.
we are running at 11 a.m. Central. We are running anime. Not anime. We are doing Friends characters. The Friends, the sitcom characters. We're gonna be ranking them. But today it's gonna be anime's main protagonists. We have each chosen 5 main protagonists. So we're
Different
about to get
animes.
in. Yeah, we're about to get into it. So that's pretty much how it's gonna be working today. My perk will be my vision. I'm gonna get him, and then his perk will be put it in your pocket. So, and we don't even have to use these.
No,
But-
we could go the whole stream without doing it.
Yeah.
But it is nice to have.
Yeah, we are really good friends. We do talk a lot. We do have great discussions, arguments, but I mean, that's just, we've known each other for a long time. That's how it's going to be. So, without further ado, welcome to Tierjerkers Episode 1. Thank you for tuning in. This will be posted on YouTube either tonight or tomorrow morning, so you'll be able to catch it either way. And let's get into it, right?
Potential spoilers, depending on if you've watched these animes or not.
Yeah, potential spoilers. We might not, but
We might,
We might.
even like some of the ones I haven't seen, so. gonna be spoilers for me, but hey, part of the job.
Yeah, better than jam. Better than jam. All right, number one. I'm gonna leave it to my boy. Let's. What's your first pick?
My first pick has to be the potentially the GOAT of animes, which is Goku from Dragon Ball Z. Just because for a lot of people, especially me, it was my gateway into anime.
That's a good point.
When Goku first starts out, he's actually one of the best main protagonists you can have, which is how he brings everyone together, him slowly but surely getting stronger and stronger.
And are you talking about Kid Goku too?
I am. I'm just talking about how
Okay.
he starts out.
Okay.
But it gets to a point around the time of Boo where you could tell like he's not meant to be the main protagonist anymore. But but the creators of the show, I think they made a decision after Boo, because I believe, from what I read in my own theories, I believe that around the time that Boo started gaining strength, that it was supposed to transition from Goku to Gohan. But they chose not to do that. They chose to keep going with Goku. And I feel like after that, his growth kind of plateaued.
I agree.
So if it's before
And people who want something new.
Where do you think he
Boo,
goes?
I think if overall, including like Super,
Also, but by the way, GOAT. So our top tier GOAT stands for greatest of all tiers. Not greatest of all time. It's just the greatest of all tiers. So this is where they'll go. So where are you saying it's going? Because I need to see if I agree.
I want to say pretty good.
Okay, you say pretty good. And see, I agree with you too, because I started with Dragon Ball Z.
That's what I started
Toonami.
with. Yeah, Toonami. That was my gateway.
Toonami. Right after school.
Yes,
it would
I used
hit
to
it.
run home as a kid.
Mhm.
Run home.
I really didn't care about the other animes. I would still watch them if I had to. Because I was waiting for Dragon Ball Z though. And I mean, the bad thing is he was always kind of. Listen, the bad thing is he was always kind of just strength focused.
Yeah, and
He always died.
he would die. He would randomly go away to train for like 2 years.
He's become a lot worse. If
He's
we're talking about Goku overall, Super,
That's why
he's still cool.
If you end at like Frieza,
Oh,
I would say go.
yeah,
Because
I agree
by
with
the time that Frieza saga ends, he's, in my mind, he's the greatest character I've ever seen. But after like Boo, when you transition to GT and then Super, like
Yeah.
he just doesn't have anything else left to do but get stronger. I think Vegeta grows so much more as a character than Goku.
Oh yeah.
After
I mean, you're spitting truths.
after like Cell, I would say after the Cell saga.
Honestly, I got nothing to say against. You know what Goku means?
I used to, cause like, no, I don't remember. What is it?
Goku means
Because different ones are like vegetables, right? Like
Kakarot means carrot,
carrot. Yes, that's what it was.
which is funny that Vegeta always calls him Kakarot. That's his Saiyan name, and it's just carrot, straight up. Like
I think Vegeta meant something too.
Vegeta probably does mean something, but he's not on our list.
Nah,
Goku does mean something, and I forgot.
I don't remember.
I forgot what it means.
I don't remember.
Anyways, I'm gonna have to agree with him. I'm gonna say that's pretty. I'm gonna put him at pretty good. Like I wanted to already disagree just because that's part of me.
I'm not even happy with it because I love Goku that much, but I haven't loved Goku to that extent, honestly, since I was a kid.
Yeah.
I love
Since
what he's
Super.
since like Super, but that's its own thing. I never
Yeah.
finished Super because how much I disliked it.
Goku's in pretty good. Okay, like it's just it's not even bad. Like Goku means water. I thought. Yeah, no, I don't think it's water. You know what? Let's get a look up on that. Let's get a look up on that real quick. Actually, or if the chat can, I think his name is based off of the Monkey King. There's something.
Yeah, ooh, that sounds familiar.
It is, but like there's something. Like if you just look up Goku means. Aware of nothing. Thank you. That's what it is. Yes. And when I was researching this, it was aware of nothing, which explains Goku almost perfectly.
Yeah,
If you think about it, everybody else is the brain around him. Everybody else. He is just strength focused. He is the juggernaut. Brawly's the juggernaut.
Brawly's
But
scary.
like overall, Brawly's scary.
He's so scary. I love him. I wish he
He's
had
so
been in
scary.
the main show.
Yeah.
Instead of just like movies.
My hands are just stuck because we started talking about Brawly, and I'm
I
like,
don't know what to do with my hands.
yeah, like, but Goku is just. There's not much to him. He's always been a happy-go-lucky, aware of nothing. Appreciate that stuff tough. And Dodge
I see my future.
explains why he wasn't aware of the word father. And yeah, like
I remember watching the ending of Dragon Ball Z where he ends up. What happens is that he defeats Boo. There's like a time skip.
I think turn around.
Boo is reincarnated as Oob. They fight. Then Goku's basically like, "Hey, do you want to go train?" And then everybody's like, "Again?" That's a bad
and
look.
then like, that's Goku.
But that's Goku.
I
But
love
like
that he was wearing blue. Blue's my favorite color, and he was wearing a light blue. Was he?
he was.
He was. Like,
His-
why? I freaking
it
love
was that time skip because I think it was transitioning from Dragon Ball Z to GT.
From a carrot to
What's a blue?
I don't know.
I don't know. Blue carrot. I don't know.
This purple carrot. Okay, let me see my others. Okay. All right. So we have a rank that's pretty good. Okay. My turn. I'm gonna have to do. You know what? I'm already gonna. Okay. I'm gonna just make sure because I'm gonna go with. Let's do this one. We're gonna go with Ash Ketchum from Pokemon. Gotta catch 'em all.
I was gonna wear a hat so I could just turn it for that. Man, next time.
Go get it. Do you want it?
Nah, it's
Okay,
too late.
okay.
The moment's passed. It's too late.
I'm surprised you didn't wear a hat, actually.
Well, I cut my hair recently. It used to be really long.
You're trying to
I'm just trying
get the
to.
ladies. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so Ash Ketchum. I think he's the worst. Growing up, I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta catch them all. I gotta be like Ash Ketchum. We were the same age until he stayed the same age forever. And then he also lost every single battle. Listen. I'm one that believes that you fail to succeed. Like you fail your way to success. Every failure is a learning lesson. How many lessons is this kid gonna learn? And he's like Peter Pan, I guess. Listen, I just think
Wow, that's a good analogy actually.
I don't know. And then there's theories about like did he even do any of this? Is it whatever? I'm
I
just
think there was
saying.
like one that he was like there was
In a
one
coma.
fan theory, yeah, that he was in a coma, and then the Ash that it was all a dream. The coma was the Pokemon were all in his dream coma basically.
Hey, you can Stuff Tough. Yeah, like if you want to vote, if you want to just say what you think, please do and give your opinion on why. Like we love the discussion. Like definitely throw it up in there. He said Dodge said that man had Piccolo raising his son. Oh, that's about Goku. Okay, yeah. For
You're not
real,
wrong.
though.
Piccolo was so much better for father. Random
Yeah.
tangent, but
Anyways, yeah. Back to Ash though. He never, and these Pokemon get beat up every single time. Like I feel so bad for his Pokemon.
yeah, they used to get thrashed.
Listen, what is the redeeming factor here? What is the redeeming factor besides nostalgia?
You're hitting a lot of points right now.
I'm gonna say the pit.
The pit?
I think Ash Ketchum goes in the pit.
So the original Pokemon Run, when it's him, Misty, Brock, is pretty good because he has a steady a steady growth where he's steadily getting badges. He eventually makes it to like this mega tournament where it's him versus like a Dragonite. It's a Pikachu versus a Dragonite.
But Ash though, Ash himself, like
but if he never befriended Pikachu the way he did,
his relationship with Pikachu was good.
it was
But if Pikachu
amazing.
wasn't there,
But if Ash wasn't there, Pikachu would have never fulfilled his potential. Because
he might have been better.
But if you remember, when Pokemon first starts, Pikachu was the Pokemon that Dr. Oak could not get rid of because he was so mean. I think he had been mistreated
And
by
Ash
other...
has a kind heart. He does. But
That's really his only
overall,
redeeming quality, though.
Like Goku had a kind heart.
He also saved the world multiple times. What's the
Did
biggest thing
Ash
Ash
do
has
that?
done?
I mean, I guess he did with
Movies.
Mewtwo. Well,
Yeah,
and
but
then
that's-
we got Dodge. To be honest, Ash a lot better as a character in Pokemon Journeys, and that's the new one, right?
It's a new world.
That's
I
the
don't
new-
know if it's... They're still going.
And it's on Netflix. Yeah.
I gave up on because it got to what we were saying about Goku and Dragon Ball Z, where they made a decision to stop letting his character progress. I feel like they did the same thing with Pokemon because Pokemon was making so much money. They didn't want to change the status quo, so they kept Ash the same age, doing the same thing, just going around having adventures.
So what do you think? I think in the pit.
The pit is the absolute worst.
But as a protagonist, as a main protagonist.
Oh, that's rough.
You know what I mean?
That was like kind of bad.
Which I'm sure a lot of you guys do, and I actually know a lot of you.
Because he does have at least one redeeming quality, right?
That is nice.
That he's nice. He was willing to put his own health on the line.
I'll give that to
for
you.
his
I'll give that to you.
Pokemon.
You know what? I'll say
He seemed like a good friend.
kind of bad.
Kind of bad.
I'll say kind of bad because he's kind. He has a kind heart. He actually does care about his Pokemon.
He's a good kid.
He's just
a kid. It's a problem.
He's always a kid.
He's always a kid. He never grows at all.
He should have been 30. Around there.
It should have been like Naruto, where there's like a time skip.
Stuff Tough said my vote is Asuka from
Evangelion?
Yeah,
I've never known how to say that, honestly.
Yeah, I've never watched that. Wait, what does that have to? Are you saying that you want us to rank it?
That might have to be another one.
I don't think I've seen it. Is it semi mecha?
It is mecha.
Right, it is mecha. Yeah. I'll have to check that out. We did watch Gundam, Gurren Lagann. I like that. I love that one.
I haven't got around to watching it yet.
So
I'm not really big on mechas. I've never have been. I watched Gundam a lot as a kid.
You watch Gurren?
No, I never watched it.
Oh, I thought you watched Gurren.
Yeah, I watched a little bit with
so
you.
good.
It's just
You gotta get into it.
it's the mecha aspect of it that just doesn't really do anything for me.
Okay, so you don't think in the pit?
I just think there are
You think he
worse.
drives the story? I mean, he doesn't though. I feel like
To a
Mickey
certain-
and Rock drive the story.
I think to a certain point he does, but again, like it gets to a point where he stops progressing, and there's not really a story after that. Kinda, it's more of their adventures that they go on.
Listen, I'm gonna put him. I'm gonna put him in kind of bad.
Okay, we can always like at the end when we finish ranking all of them, we can do one last thing to see if we want to
Killing allies with mechs. Okay,
Liger
okay.
Zero,
So it was a favorite.
Goat Mech for sure. I remember Liger Zero. Wow.
Okay, we'll have to check these out. Yeah, for sure.
I mean, I can start going through some mechas, honestly. Maybe it'll change my mind on how I feel about them.
I'm gonna put Ash in kind of bad. I'm gonna put a question mark beside it. 'Cause
Question
I'm not
mark?
soul. Question mark?
Continue.
Alright. We're gonna put that right there for now. Alright, what you got?
My next one is going to be. I'm gonna go with
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with Kirito from Sword Art Online.
Kirito. Which just a little bit of cool information. His name is like Kirigaya. Is he something? So what they did with his name for his actual gamer name, which is Kirito, they took the front of his name and the end of one of his names, so it ended up being Kirito. So that's kind of cool. And both of his names means I think if I'm not mistaken, it's something like overpowered or something. I looked it up, and
That would make sense for him.
if I could use my phone, I would know, but I can't use my phone. Let me check something here too. I actually want to see just to. Oh great, it doesn't show how much battery I have. I love it. Okay, so you're saying Kirito. So what do you think? What do you think, rank system wise, and then let's get into it.
I think for rankings, I'm gonna put him in pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yes.
Okay.
When I initially was thinking about him, I thought about putting him in GOAT.
Mm-hmm.
But I think the issue is that all of even his character development is inside games. When he's like in the real world, it's not really focused on that. Everything is focused on what's happening in the games. But on the flip side, what he's doing when he's in the game is actually really important to real life and the impact that it could have on people's lives.
Well, yeah, and he's the only one that has dual wielding capabilities.
He was the only one, I believe,
Because of his training.
because of his training, but he's also, and because of just how good he is at gaming.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But also, in the first.
Ooh, we'll do that one. We'll do that one too.
Dude.
We'll make that a bonus one.
Ooh, Attack on Titan?
Yeah, we'll throw that one in there because we'll do know that
I
one. So
still
we'll do
haven't
that
watched
one
the
at
last
the, we'll do that one
season.
at the end.
God, I have so many issues with Attack on Titan. him beating the developer of the game in the initial run, I don't think anybody else would have been able to accomplish that.
No.
And if he doesn't do that, what ends up happening with does everybody in that game die? Because if you remember, he beats the game, and the creator decides, I believe, to kill himself. So if he doesn't beat the creator, does the creator go on to do that with other games? And then he's killing more people? And Kirito actually, the more I'm saying it, Kirito saves multiple people's lives while in the game. If he hadn't been there, they would have died.
Okay, yeah.
I'm talking myself into GOAT.
I do agree, but I'm thinking, man.
For Kirito.
I love Kirito, but listen. As a protagonist, he doesn't offer much as far as... Listen, he doesn't offer much as personality. But honestly, he doesn't say much. He's shy. He's not the driving force of the show. He's a little bit like Goku.
No, he's the
but
driving
he doesn't
force.
talk as much. No, as far as like story based, the only thing he does is like charges into battle. He is the overpowered one. He is the one with the stats skyrocketed. As far as like personality, does he change much? No, he's always been throughout the show. There's no real arc. He is he's a good guy. He has a good soul, but nothing changes.
Well, I disagree with that.
He has a moment where he changes it, like a little kind of.
Because if you remember, when the first run starts, the first season, and he realizes that you could die, he goes off on his own.
Yeah,
he's by himself.
But he's always been a loner in real life. IRL, always been a loner.
But exactly. But by the end of the first season, he's not a loner anymore.
Because people are drawn to him.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not going to be drawn to him if he doesn't grow and mature as a person. Because he's allowing these people to get close to him. He's opening his heart to them, which in turn brings them closer to him.
I think he could care less. I think he likes it, but I think he'd be fine by himself too.
I disagree with that.
But why?
Because there's a clear sadness to him when the show first starts.
Don't make me throw him in the pit.
If you would dare to throw Kirito, that's such a waste of a pit.
It would be, but listen.
But look, okay.
I'm not gonna.
There's a sadness to Kirito
that
prevails at the beginning.
Parents died. It was a tragic accident.
Parents died. He's, like you said, since then he's basically been a loner. He has a sister that is not really his sister, and
they kind of likes him.
She has a brother complex. And then at the beginning of the show, he makes decisions that gets people killed that he carries with him. It's such a burden on him. Before basically he gets with what's her name?
That makes it sound worse.
I'm just telling you the progress he made. Because after he falls in love with, what is her name?
Asuna,
thank you.
I love Asuna. If we're talking about love interest, she's a goat.
It starts with redhead guy. I can't remember people's names right now. The first guy
starts with a K.
Yeah.
Kiba? Nah, that's not right.
Kai, whatever. It wasn't until Asuna that he starts opening himself up to people and allowing people to get close to him. And that the more he does that, the more friends he makes. The more.
Okay, but overall, we're talking about all seasons.
Yeah,
because honestly, it got kind of bad. Alicization was cool, but in between.
Are you talking about the actual show or him specifically? Because I agree with you with the show.
No, him specifically.
Because I think he's from the beginning to where they are now.
When he was kind of a girl.
Consistently.
When he was kind of a girl. Yeah, I know what I'm talking about.
That's such a weird.
It was bad.
That was such a weird arc, but it's not his fault. That's the creator's fault. This is the studio's fault.
But he's still the protagonist, and this is who we discuss. That's why I want to say, man,
you're making an interesting. You're making an interesting argument, honestly.
I think he's
the pit is rough.
I want him to be a GOAT, but I haven't followed him every single show that he's been in because they're not all that good and he's not all that great in every single one of them. Like the gun one, I forgot what it's called.
But are you talking about his movesets? Or are you talking about him as a person?
Everything. Well, everything. His movesets are kind of cool.
Because in the Gun Gale, I'm pretty sure he goes into the game to stop a killer. That's literally the only reason he goes into that game.
Yeah.
He didn't have to do that.
But
That's a good trait.
that is a good trait of him. But like,
Your kid's
he's just kind of
confidence
like.
with straight teeth. And
He's just kind of like, it's not even, it is Kirito, but it's not. It's not even really Kirito. Like it is, but it's not.
The problem with this conversation is they're all over the place with these different seasons.
Yes, and that's why I can't, I mean,
Man?
I agree.
I can do man. But even though that hurts, honestly.
I'm
That
gonna
really
put
hurts
him
me.
in man question mark.
Okay.
Okay, just for now.
That really hurts. Honestly, I was thinking I was
right.
gonna put him in pretty good. I ain't gonna-
I ain't no
There's
baby
someone
back.
we're talking about in a minute that once I got introduced to him, he kind of blew other characters like Kirito out of the water in terms of being a main protagonist. So I'm excited to talk about him.
Okay. Kirito.
Question mark?
Question mark.
Nani?
Okay, now it's my turn, but okay, we have. Obviously, y'all are gonna talk about One Punch Man. Oh, I love One Punch Man.
Oh,
okay,
why
we'll throw him in there.
We'll throw him in there. So we're
Because
throwing
I got
in.
a lot to say about him.
Yeah, I love One Punch
Eren
Man.
Yeager and One Punch Man. We're gonna throw those in at the end. Hopefully, my phone doesn't die. To be honest, he played Yumiko from Kakegurui. Is Kakegurui the gambling one? Oh my gosh!
I haven't watched that one.
Oh my gosh! Stop it! You're giving us too much. Okay, let's get to the next one.
I always think I'm an anime fan until I talk to people like you guys who just watch so
But
many
it's
more
a gambling
animes
one,
than
and
me.
I love playing like Texas Hold'em. I love okay. My next one, Light Yagami from Death Note.
This is an interesting
Protagonist.
one. Yes.
And guys, y'all have to understand. A lot of people are gonna be like, yeah, but he's not a good guy. Blah, blah, blah. Protagonist. The definition of the word is the main character leading the show. Blah 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 blah. And we're talking about main protagonist, and he is the main protagonist of the show. The antagonist would be L. I say I hate Bleach. I despise Bleach. Worst anime ever. First of all, that's on our list. We're gonna get into that, and I'm gonna ban you.
Worst-
I'm gonna time you out for that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not gonna time you out,
Worst-
bro.
Really?
We'll get into that.
Wow. These
We'll
hot
get into
takes
that.
are making my blood pressure rise.
Can you put Eren Yeager and
On the list?
One Punch Man on the list?
Yeah.
Okay, so Death Note, Light Yagami. Listen, guys, I'm gonna say GOAT tier. And listen, I know, that's crazy, right? But he, as a protagonist, he drives the show. There would be no show without him. There would be no antagonist without him. There'd be nothing without him. He's a bad guy, but some would say he's a good guy. He's kind of like, oh Lord, I don't want to relate him. But he's done. No, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna even relate him to history. But the
We're
guy
gonna
I'm
make
even thinking about. He's a bad, right? He killed 52 criminals though. Okay, but is it right? Like some of them were like sorry, but right? Like he didn't care though. He killed 52 criminals with his death note. In all, that's a lot of people. People were scared to get written into the death note. So as a protagonist, I can't see you. The story is him. It's just him. Like it's him. So I mean. I don't know if you got anything to say about it.
Are you basing this on the story or him?
No, him.
Because
he drives the whole thing. There would be nothing without him.
Okay, going back to what us talking about Kirito, why would you put him so far ahead of Kirito?
The art, the way he grows.
I mean, I'm gonna have to lean on your knowledge on this. I haven't.
Tough said he apologizes for saying about Ichigo on Bleach. Oh man, dude.
Thank you. That makes me feel better because.
But like,
even
I
if
still
you
know
don't
your
like
opinion.
it,
I still know your opinion.
I get it.
We'll have to talk about.
I have my issues with it. We'll get to that. I have my
anime
issues.
in general is just so.
It's
long.
so long. We'll get to that. We'll get to that. I understand where you're coming from, but the worst. That's rough.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but Death Note.
Death Note. I'm gonna have to lean on your expertise. To get ready for this stream, I did some research on it. I watched maybe an episode in the past, but just the general vibe I got from it was kind of boring, if I'm being honest with you.
And you watched how many episodes?
I think I watched maybe two. I think I watched
Maybe
one.
two.
but I'm thinking maybe 2.
It's a very cerebral. This guy is cerebral. So like,
Believe it or not.
I think he would like it, but it's like so.
I gotta get into
Yo,
it.
all I'm gonna say is potato chip scene. And those of y'all that have seen it, y'all know what I'm talking about. And he would love that. I would love that. A, B, have you seen that? Death Note? Okay, so I'm the only one that's really seen it. So I'm gonna say go, but I'm gonna say go. Because as a protagonist, like there's nothing like.
I just don't believe. I don't know enough.
I don't think Light is as good of a character without L.
Yeah, and L's his main adversary, right?
But there would be no
I actually
L.
read that.
No, that is true, and that's true. But there would be no L without Light.
Is yin and yang.
No, it really is. That's a good point. It is yin and yang. And L does make Light even better. That's true as a protagonist. But overall, as a protagonist, I mean, like as a character, I would say I like.
Goat.
Good. I think L's an amazing character. I agree with you. I started not liking Light, but as a protagonist and as an antagonist, L is GOAT too. But we're not talking about that. But like,
It will be happening though.
yeah, L is amazing. L is amazing. But Light, like, I feel like he has to be GOAT.
Honestly, I haven't watched it. I do plan on starting it very soon because the research I did actually very, very much intrigued me. More so, honestly, for L, because the stuff I was reading was saying L is the best character in that show.
I would have to like agree.
So
I would have to agree with that.
and
And that's still crazy because I'm still saying, but it's about main protagonist.
yes,
So
I'm going to not argue against you. If you want to put it in GOAT, I will.
I feel weird saying it.
I was gonna.
It's not my favorite anime.
Do you want to
It's
just
one
do
of my
pretty good then?
Hell no.
So you believe he's that good of a character?
Is it that good of a protagonist?
Okay, then
I think he is.
I'm not gonna argue against that.
Like he's in every single thing. There's not a moment where it's like
This without him.
like or about him.
Okay.
And like it's just. Let's see. Stuff said Ichigo and red haired dude are about to fight next episode. Flashback to when they were kids, and it's not important. I totally understand.
Who does that? Who's worse at that? Bleach or Naruto? Because I would say Naruto's worse. Bleach just has like a season of filler, where Naruto will be in the middle of a fight, and they'll do 5 episodes of flashbacks to get back to a fight for 30 seconds, to go back to flashbacks.
Yes.
It depends really
Anyway,
on what.
we'll continue. We gotta continue.
Yeah.
I don't think Light is. I mean, we already read that. Okay. So I'm gonna put him as GOAT for now. I'm gonna put him as GOAT for now. We're always wanting to change. So I'm gonna put Light in the GOAT section. All right, we gotta move on, guys, because I don't want to run
Kirito
out.
and Matt is
battery.
crazy. Kirito and Matt is
All right, what's
crazy.
the next
to
one,
me.
my homie?
Next one is going to be Deku, aka Midoriya from My Hero.
Izuku Midoriya. Which means, his name means useless, wooden puppet. His real name. Which is interesting.
It's interesting.
Which makes sense.
It does make sense from where he starts at.
Yeah.
It's interesting because he still has a long way to go. You can tell by how much care they're taking into building the show. He still has a long journey ahead of him, but he's come so far.
Where are you putting him? We gotta know where you're putting him.
I'm putting him. I want to put him in GOAT.
I gotta agree. I don't got nothing to disagree on.
I want to put him in GOAT.
He said, but no one ever died. Oh, in Bleach? We'll get to that.
In Bleach?
If you're talking about Bleach,
In
you're
Bleach?
talking about Bleach, right? Stuff tough. Are you talking about Bleach or are you talking about
My Hero.
My Hero?
I guess either way, no one's died.
Oh, Bleach.
Bleach? Somebody died.
I don't think any good characters died. I think it was only bad characters.
You know what? They really don't die.
No.
Because when you think that they're dead, they always come back and they're just hurt and they're just bad.
Even like when
That's a good point. But at the end, I mean, guys, spoilers again, but at the end, people do die.
Of
When they fight,
Bleach?
yeah. When they fight,
I don't think anybody good died.
Eisen. Yeah.
I don't think anybody good died.
Snake Dude. Snake dude.
Snake Dude.
Oh my gosh, what's his name? It starts with an I.
Snake Dude.
That was like, you never knew.
Oh, Geen.
Yeah, when that happened,
That was such a sad death, dude.
come on, he died.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know why that slipped my mind.
That one, ugh.
That might be the only death, but
That's
it
one
was
of the
such
best
a good death.
twists
Yes, I
in
agree.
the history of anime.
That alone makes it not the worst anime. Now, I know you apologize, but that alone.
But no one ever died. Pretty much most animes. Boy, do I got some animes for you.
There's some. Oh my god.
Okay. So we're both on go.
Yeah.
We don't got much to say. My Hero is a great show.
Great show. Deku,
His arc is
his strength in the face of fear.
good. Yeah, he's always scared.
He's always scared, but he never backs down.
Never.
From any challenges, even when he believes he's gonna die. His motivation to constantly work on himself, and he's just such a good spirit.
He really is.
I love his character. If it wasn't for someone that we're gonna be talking about in a bit, he would be my number one anime protagonist ever.
For mine. All right, guys. The next one on the list that I'm gonna go with is this mine? Right
This
here?
is yours, yeah.
Mm.
The last two are the ones that were doing that bonus ones.
And you have put it in your pocket. I have
You have,
my vision.
yeah. We haven't used either one, right?
No, we haven't used either one. And what have I done?
We've done
okay,
Light.
okay.
We've done Ash.
Okay, guys. We're gonna go with.
After saving with customized car insurance,
You know what? I'm gonna throw this one out there.
customize everything.
Boruto.
It's interesting that you chose Boruto and not Naruto. That's so interesting to me.
Well, yeah, because I think Boruto's trash. First of all,
Boruto? I agree with you. I don't like Boruto.
his attitude sucks. He does grow. He has an arc, but I'm not gonna put him in the pit.
I mean, it makes sense because Sasuke's his sensei, and Sasuke's attitude has always sucked. Sasuke's my second favorite character. So
He hates his dad.
Boruto.
Which Naruto is like at this time the greatest ninja ever.
Yeah, but that's part of why he hates him. And then, like, Naruto, one thing I don't like about Boruto is that Naruto lost all of his charisma. All of his natural, like, I get it, he's the Hokage now, he's always tired, but he used to be so lighthearted. And by the time he's an adult, it's like, all of that disappeared.
Well, I think he's still there, but he is tired because he's using Shadow Clone Jutsu constantly,
Which is
all
so
the time.
cool. I
Which is
love
really
that they
cool.
do that.
But and he's still lighthearted. He's just not. It's not
He's
about him.
It's not about him. But even when he's in the picture, there's a lot of times where he's kind of being a jerk.
Is he?
Yeah, to Boruto, like I don't think it's completely one-sided. I think some of it is Naruto not really talking to Boruto, more like talking at him. And that's something that they go through with the whole what is the name of those aliens that they fight?
Let's see. Dodge said, "How about Rudius from Mushoku Tensei?" I think pretty good. And
Rudius. Oh, okay. So
I don't really know.
that's
I don't know what it is.
it's the anime I talked to you about. It's called, I think the English translation is Jobless Reincarnation.
Oh.
It's really good. It's really good. Rudius is
I
actually.
watched that. Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Where he's. There's one season, but they're coming out with another.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it.
Okay.
Where he's
It's like a small blonde kid.
Yeah,
He's
he turns
reincarnated
into a
as a
kid.
kid. Yeah.
and yeah,
Yeah. I actually really like
Oh,
that
really good.
show. Oh, that show.
his
has-
arc is good.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um.
but yeah, his arc is good. Oh man, I wish I could see my own.
What are we talking
I wish
about?
I could know how much power I have, dude. You can't. Don't do it.
You can't.
I'm scared it'll end the stream. Sometimes it does it.
That's.
It's doo-doo. Okay, so we're gonna go with
Boruto.
Oh, Boruto. I'm thinking because the arc's pretty good. The arc is pretty good. I think he sucks. He's a sucky. I think he just sucks. Oh, Berserk. Berserk. Yeah, I do need to finish watching that. I did watch the movie recently, but that's a crazy one.
I don't know if Berserk. I don't think I.
He has a
No,
big
that's the one you
sword.
were talking to me about
big,
the other day.
Big sword.
I just heard about that one, so I'm
Okay.
gonna check it out.
Boruto though.
Boruto, I'm sure I already know a little bit about what they have for him when he's older, but I think Boruto is
Maybe man.
I would say meh at the highest.
But I
think
don't even
it's-
like watching him.
I
You know?
no.
Like, he just kind of
But
sucks.
to be fair, when in Naruto, I didn't like Naruto. I didn't like Naruto until a little bit into Shippuden.
Just ship it in, yeah.
Yeah.
So
I really did not like
maybe
Naruto
I give him
at
time to
first.
grow, but right now.
But right
as a
now,
main
I would say
protagonist,
meh at the highest.
I'll say
It could be kind of bad, honestly. The only thing that's really saving him is his
he
skill set.
cheated. He cheated.
Yeah, that was so. I hated that.
He gets people hurt because he's like rash, but he does have part of Naruto to which he saves all his friends.
But Naruto did the same stuff. Naruto would put himself in bad positions, and then people would come and save him, and then they'd get hurt.
The only difference is Boruto starts out with a bad attitude.
Yeah.
Naruto kind of does too.
No,
But he
but
has
if it's-
a reason.
Yeah, he has reasons. Boruto is
And
spoiled.
even then, he's
That's
still like
Boruto's
laughing all the
reason.
time. Yeah, Boruto's he's just too cool. He's Sasuke, but
But not cool. Like, legit, Sasuke was always cool to me.
Sasuke was always cool, but I'm not
Boruto's
gonna
not
say
cool.
the
I
word
hate
that I want to
Boruto's
say
hair.
because we're trying to stay family friendly. But like, he is. I don't know how else to say it. He's a punk. I'll say that. And by that, I hope you know what I mean. But Sasuke sucks in my opinion. But he's a great character. He
I
is a
love
great character.
Sasuke.
But I just don't like him personally.
I get it, but I love Sasuke's journey. But
is
Boruto,
what it is.
nah. I like Boruto's sister more. I'm really hoping that she becomes like
Oh,
a main shining light in that show.
Yeah.
I like her so much more
I
than
almost feel like
Boruto.
she doesn't care enough. But like,
Yeah, I mean she's still like what,
strong.
like 5.
She's a youngin.
She's young, so I'm sure she's gonna get to a point where
Yeah.
she's gonna start caring more.
So Boruto, we're gonna say
Meh or kind of bad.
I mean,
His skill set is getting kind of cool.
it is, but
Yeah.
like as a main protagonist. Does he even drive the? He's not even actually. You know what?
It's
He
more
doesn't even
about
drive the story that much.
it's more about Team 7 than just him.
Yeah, he's
Because I like
he's a piece of the story, but he's not like driving it. He gets the mission still from everybody. Like
what's Sasuke's
I don't
daughter's
know.
name?
Yeah,
Sarada,
Sarada, yeah.
I like Sarada so much more than
I like-
Boruto. Even Mitsuki.
Yeah.
Mitsuki's so much more interesting.
Listen, I might have to say,
kind of
I
bad.
might have to throw him in the pit.
The pit. I'm not upset with that.
I'm gonna throw him in the pit.
I'm cool with the pit.
I mean, I'm not
honestly.
using my.
I feel like
vision,
we
I'm
kind of
just saying-
talked ourselves
yeah,
into that.
we're putting him in the pit.
I just
We
don't.
gotta
I
move
don't
on.
like Boruto, and I'm gonna be honest. Like, I'm not caught up on Boruto, and that's one reason why. It's just I'll be watching. I'm like, I don't care about you.
There's some
dude.
cool stuff that happens.
There's a lot
but
of-
it's with Naruto. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about.
I
haven't
don't
even
know.
finished it, but there's some.
I know a little bit, but there's some stuff that's happened that I don't know because I'm not caught
Yeah.
up on it.
All right. So that was mine, right?
That was yours.
mine. Okay. All right, guys. This is what it's looking like, real quick. He's gonna pull up his next one. We're jerking tears left and right. That sounded weird, but that's what we're doing.
Wherever today
We are Tierjerkers.
Tierjerkers.
What do we got?
you'll be.
Next on the list for me,
It's an
Because
ad?
for more than half a century,
it is.
Okay.
Walden University has been.
I hope. These are all free instrumentals.
They all say free.
Does ads matter? They shouldn't.
I hope not. So next for me is Yuki or Yuki Teru from Future Diary. This is easily my most random pick. For Yuki, I'm gonna go with Matt. I thought initially I was gonna do pretty good.
How many do we have left?
I only have one left.
5, 6. You only have one left?
Wait.
This is gonna be the 7th one. Yeah, you're right.
I only
I don't even know what's left.
for you.
Well, here, while you're talking about it, let me look at it. Go ahead.
I think you only have
you
one
said
left.
men, right?
Well,
I've
besides
got
the 2 bonus ones we're doing.
Yeah. No, 2. Yeah.
It's kind of a lot like which anime were we talking about? Like Yuki is the main. He's the main protagonist, but it's not. I feel like it's not really about him. I feel like it's more about everyone else around him. He gets to a point. I'm really.
You know what, guys? I'm sorry.
My vision.
Kirito. I mean, not Kirito.
Yuki?
Yuki. I love Future Diary. But
I love
as a
Future
main
Diary.
protagonist, I'm gonna just.
The Pit? The Pit? Honestly, I'm not super upset about it. Like,
I want to use it, and I think I gotta use it. I love Future Diary.
Going into Future Diary is one of the best animes I've ever watched. Going into it, I honestly thought I was going to put him higher, but the more I thought about it and the more I remember stuff he did, the more I was against it. So, like, I'm honestly okay with the Pit. I personally probably would have put him in.
Yuki's in the Pit. Future Diary. Yukari.
I probably would have put him meh, but I'm okay with the Pit. It's just he's weak. He's cowardly.
Yeah, and he kind of stays that way.
He doesn't grow out of that. He stays that way.
Yeah.
He allows everyone else to do stuff for him, so he doesn't have to do the hard stuff. I mean, not as it goes along, he does start getting more involved. But I'm talking more about making like pivotal decisions, pivotal morale decisions.
Listen, he's in the Pit.
So I get it. I get the Pit. I get the Pit.
My turn.
Your turn.
Okay.
Short and simple, but I get it.
Is mine Demon Slayer? Mine is, yeah. Tanjiro Kamado from Demon Slayer. I'm gonna say I gotta put him in GOAT.
If you weren't gonna put him in GOAT, I was gonna put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
He's my absolute number one main protagonist in anime history for me personally.
Yeah.
There's no one beating him.
Honestly, I don't got much to say. It's a beautiful story,
Beautiful story.
and he's in it the whole time.
In it the whole time. His personality, dude.
He drives it.
He drives it.
Some of the things wouldn't happen if it wasn't for him, and he's not even the highest rank of Demon Slayers.
Not even close.
Yeah, he's not even close, and some of the things would not happen without him. So most of the things.
He goes through a lot. He goes through a lot. And he's so positive. He inspires me.
Dodge, goated, Tanjiro, yeah, he's gonna be like, we don't have like a placeholder, but he would be, I think, both of our number one GOAT.
He's easily my number one GOAT.
Yeah.
So I was gonna put in my pocket. I was gonna use it for that, but luckily we got 2 bonus ones, so I might be able to use it
that's
for
true.
coming up. Yeah.
Okay, Tanjiro. Oh, what am I doing? All right, what's yours?
So that's it for.
No, you got one more. I got one more too. Boom. Boom.
Oh, you do have one more.
You do too. You should, but
Yes. Last but not least for me is Ichigo from Bleach. Not the worst anime. Just want to start with that. I would put Ichigo in pretty good.
okay.
There's not much character growth for him.
Mm-mm.
Everything is a lot like Goku, where everything for him is about getting stronger to meet the next adversary.
Yeah, there's not that much. He's just a cool guy.
He's just
like
a cool.
Sasuke.
He's like a Sasuke, but even Sasuke went through actual. I mean, Ichigo lost his mom, but that's about it, and that's when he was a kid.
I'm gonna say
Sasuke lost a whole village of blood of people related to him.
Ichigo might be pretty bad as a main protagonist. I love watching him, which is weird, but like, I think it might have to be pretty bad.
His skill set is so cool to me, but I think that's blinding me from him as an actual protagonist.
Yeah. I mean, I got much to say. I love that.
I want to put him in meh. Because there are times where they need him to be strong, and he is that person for them. Not just physically, but mentally.
Yeah, this one's good.
There are times where he says what they need to hear.
Okay. Yeah.
Man, and there's the whole visor thing where he's struggling with that evil part of him, and he's able to overcome it, which was really cool. I think that speaks to his personality and his character. But there's not much there besides that. There's honestly, with everyone on this list, I would say he has the least character.
Yeah.
I would say that he has the least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's him and Ash.
And Ash has more really character than. Yeah, no, I agree.
I would say yeah. So I'm gonna say meh for him.
Okay, we got him on the meh. So on to the next one.
Yep.
Parasite Shinichi from Parasite. If you haven't watched it,
You need to watch it.
it's so good.
It's
and it's
so
short.
good.
It's short.
One season, it'll fly by because it's that good.
So good.
Every time I watch it, I binge it. So good.
So yeah, okay. I'm gonna say him. I'm going to rank him. And I'm gonna rank him pretty good. Like
He has a strong case for go.
for
Because he made his journey from the beginning to the end is so good.
it is good, but listen. Actually, the thing is, he shares his like main protagonism, if that can be a word, with the alien. And a lot of it would not happen without the alien in his hand. That's why I'm leading him.
I mean, but
Out.
I look at the alien as more of like a tool.
Whoa.
'Cause he's not- the
It's its
alien-
own being. It's itself, though.
It is, but it's really more so in the middle and end. He's more kind of going along for the ride.
I don't see him as a goat.
I think his character growth is so good. Who else do we have in the GOAT?
Light, Deku, and Tanjiro. You're gonna put him in with those? The anime is great. The story is so good. It's bloody, and like
He
it's honestly pretty
he
good.
goes from scared, weak, quiet, loner.
Because of the alien.
Yes,
Because
but
of
the alien provides the circumstances from which he grows. So by the end, he's gone through so much. He's almost like a different person.
He uses it basically as a cheat code to him becoming. He is a different person. He looks like a model
Yeah,
when the
but
alien overtakes him.
you could say
He
that.
would not have that.
You could say that for Deku though. Because
You
if
could say that for
Deku doesn't get the powers
But
of All Might,
he had to put it in work before he got the powers for his body to handle it.
true. But Shinichi puts in work.
No, it's overnight.
No, the powers he gets are overnight, but he has to learn how to use them, and he has to build
He
up
has
the
to learn how to
courage
use
to
them, but
use them.
but like he didn't have to train his body like Deku did.
He didn't, but again, Deku is
overnight.
given those powers. If he's not given those powers, none of that happens.
Right, but the same with.
But that's what I'm saying. If Deku can be in the GOAT conversation,
Yeah, but Deku worked for it.
he worked.
Shinichi did not work. Shinichi did not work for it.
He
In
worked.
Parasite? No way.
He worked. Is it as
He
much
did not
as
work at
Deku?
all. It happened overnight. It slipped in his arm, and then
The
overnight.
alien was overnight, but he
Yeah.
still had to get accustomed to everything he could do.
But that's after.
And the situation.
But that's after he has the power. That's a big difference.
You're just talking about the power. I'm talking about everything that came with the power. That's what I'm saying. Everything.
That's the same thing.
Everything he had to deal with, all of the circumstances that he was put in,
Okay,
because of the aliens.
But you related Deku to it. Deku, it's totally different because Deku actually had to for his body to handle it. This one, the alien came in his body and transformed his body for him. Basically juiced him up, steroided him up.
Yeah, but if you remember, everyone else that was taken over by aliens, they became different people. He literally was battling this
cut it
alien
off
inside him.
in like a minute when he woke up. In a minute. But he didn't
It's still a
work,
struggle. It's still a struggle.
though. Oh, come on.
Is
You're
it the
telling
same
me
struggle?
You're telling me Shinichi belongs in the same category as Deku. You're telling me he worked as hard pre-powers as Deku.
I personally don't think Light should be in there. So
But you don't know Light.
exactly, I don't.
That's
But-
a difference. You see what I'm saying though?
I do.
Deku had to work.
I hear what you're saying, but different people go through different battles.
And also Deku as a character, way better. I love Parasite. I love the anime Parasite. Stuff Tough said, okay, where does High School DxD fit in?
I haven't watched it enough to.
I watched it. I can't even speak on a.
I watched it like a while ago,
Is there a main protagonist?
but I don't. It didn't really like latch
That's a bunch
on.
of fan service. But I liked it because it's zombies, right?
Yes.
Or is it zombies or like?
There's multiple animes like High School.
Right.
It basically is. It basically is hentai.
We can see this. Don't worry about it. But yeah, we're trying. Like I said, we're trying to keep it family friendly. But yeah, no, you just said it out loud. But okay.
Well, I mean, that's a word for something.
That's why it's right there. Yeah, just throwing it out there. But anyways, yeah, no, I don't think he's nearly as good of a character as Deku. I don't think he has the time to be as good of a character as Deku, so because it's a short
That's
anime.
true. I mean,
I think he's definitely pretty good.
I'm good with pretty good. I was thinking of using my veto power, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm good with pretty good.
Yeah?
I'm good with pretty good.
I see what you're saying. It's just
I do think we need to watch it again, just to get a refresher course on
I would
it.
love to watch it again.
Yeah, I've actually been getting the itch to watch it again.
So we are gonna put Shinichi in pretty good. All right. What is mine's next?
No, that was your last one, so all we have left are the bonus ones.
All right, we got some bonus ones, guys. Go ahead and name one of them.
So the first one is Eren Yeager from Attack on Titan. Pit for me.
Shinichi.
I don't like Eren. He's one reason. I've watched all of Attack on Titan except the last season. And he's one of the main reasons it's so hard for me to finish that show. He is just, I don't like him.
You know what? Straight up, I'm gonna say Pit too.
Yeah, I don't
Honestly,
like him.
He kind of sucks.
He kind of sucks.
And I think he's gone on, and I haven't even finished the series yet, but I believe he's gone on to make even worse decisions that makes you question if he's kind of turning bad.
That's crazy to me because
Not turning bad, but like not. You know when you like question, right? Like you question like why is he doing this? Is it maybe it's for the greater good, but he's killing like innocent people at the same time? I'm not saying that's what he did. I'm just saying like I don't know.
he's just a really, really weak
I'm gonna say
main
Pit.
protagonist.
I agree.
I think he belongs in the pit.
All right, Eren Yeager.
I think it's everyone around him that elevates that show up until they start changing studios and the quality just goes down the toilet. So I'm cool with the
We
pick.
got one more character. This is what we're looking at so far. What's the next?
Last but not least is One Punch Man.
One Punch Man.
I'm very interested to see.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
I'm very interested to see where you want to put him, because I think he's a lot like. Who do we put in Pretty Bad?
Listen. As a main protagonist, trash. Right?
I just
Actually, honestly, is he the main protagonist? Actually, is he the main protagonist, guys? Not.
He's the main protagonist, but he's so laid back.
But is he the main protagonist?
If he's not, who is it?
His sidekick.
But he's in it more than the sidekick is.
Is he?
He is.
Is he?
They
Is
focus
he?
on him more
There's
than the
actually
sidekick.
I was about to say, there's some times where he's like narrating everything, even for One Punch Man, even for himself.
But when they're showing like actual scenes in an episode, One Punch Man is usually the focus of those scenes.
I don't know. All I remember is One Punch Man showing up and literally one punching people, OP, and that's it. And he doesn't have much to say. He doesn't have.
But that's part of
much
his.
to say.
That's part of his character.
I understand.
And I feel like it works for him.
I understand. But so we're just gonna stick with he is. I guess he is the main protagonist.
He has to be.
I guess I'm actually willing to watch that again to actually discuss.
I love One Punch Man.
I love One Punch Man. I think it's funny. I think it's great.
hilarious.
It's kind of like I wonder if he'll ever get beat, but I don't think he ever will. He's One Punch Man. He's OP, man, overpowered. I honestly might feel like his sidekick is the main protagonist, but like I guess like nobody would ever think that. I don't think that would ever be thought. I don't think it would ever be thought. It's just I like to like tickle the brain.
I think he could eventually be. I I think he could eventually be the main protagonist, the sidekick.
I just feel like he's the one that tells the story. Like, actually, man, the more I think about it, I'm like, is he the protagonist?
He's the protagonist.
It's about him, but is he the protagonist?
I think he is.
Guys, I'm about to come back to that one. But
But
we'll say he's the protagonist.
I
for
see
now.
where you're coming from.
It's like, it's about him, but is he the main protagonist?
He could be like season 3 is becoming more about the sidekick.
Listen.
I feel like even season 2, from one to 2, it becomes more about the sidekick.
Stuff said, Invisible Girl is better than Deku. I love all the characters.
That's such a troll statement. I love it though. I just want to know what she looks like.
Yo, Stuff, we're glad to have you, man. We're glad to have you.
Yeah,
We
you
just started the
kind of
channel.
made this stream.
Yeah,
honestly.
we just made the channel, but like we're excited for where it's gonna go. Like we're excited about the name, us doing this. So glad for you to have you here. I just like stuttered a lot.
I tip my imaginary hat to you.
And I tip my One Piece Luffy hat to you.
Gumma.
But what were we?
One Punch Man.
Yeah, I think it's debatable whether he's the main protagonist or not, like according to definition. But let's just, for all purposes, let's just say yes, he's the protagonist. I think he's trash.
I think he should be mad.
I think he's great, but I think he's trash.
I think mad. It kind of
Like, but what does he do as a protagonist?
He
He
saves
just
everybody.
kills people.
He saves everybody and lifts the side character up, the sidekick,
How?
by agreeing to become a sensei and giving him.
What does he do for
motivation.
him? What does he? He doesn't do anything.
He's his goal.
That's it. I'm gonna say I'll put him in kind of bad. I want to say trash.
I just think that the show, in and of itself, has a
Sorry.
certain.
He said she must be cold all the time. The
What if
boss.
she legit has like an invisibility cloak? I've thought about that before. That'd be so cool. What if she's like actually like covered in fur and she never gets cold?
Interesting.
That'd be really cool. I've thought multiple times about what she actually looks like.
But her clothes when she puts them on, it's not like they're puffy.
Yeah, they're not.
They're not puffy.
They're
They're
not.
fitted, so I don't know
They're
if it's in
fit.
fur. Anyways,
Anyways,
I
I just think that there's a pace and a vibe to One Punch Man that you don't have without him. His
you can't.
personality and his character are the show.
yeah.
So
No,
I
yeah.
don't think it can be for how good I think One Punch Man is and can be, depending on what they do with it.
Kind of bad.
I think it's good, so I don't think you could put him as any lower than
I can't put him
that.
trash. I won't put him trash.
I think he should go in mad. Who
You
else do we
think
have
he's
in
a
mad?
you think he's a protagonist? Look, let me look at the list. And man, we have Kirito and Ichigo.
I think
you're
he's-
gonna put him with those.
I think he's right along with
Oh.
them. I think he has about as much character as Ichigo has.
I don't know about that.
He's better than Ash. Ash is
He's
terrible.
Honestly, I don't think he's better than Ash. As far as
He's
the
better than
protagonist.
Ash.
As far as the protagonist.
Ash doesn't like do anything. He never really changes. He doesn't like change at all.
Neither does One Punch Man.
One Punch Man,
He doesn't change at all.
He has his change from before he gets his powers to after.
That's background story.
But
That's like story
it's
that we
still
don't
the show.
even get. Like
You do get it.
He starts the show as One Punch Man.
But they show it in flashbacks as part of the show. The flashbacks
Yeah,
belong
but
in the
like-
show. And
But
they show how
as the
different
show
he was.
progresses, that's like that arc. He's the same throughout. Whether he faces a universal planet destroyer, or you know what I'm saying?
This is such an interesting conversation.
It's just like he does what he needs to do. He gets the job done, and then he's back to just being like.
So how is that different from
Regular.
Kirito then? Kirito does the same thing. He does what he needs to do, and then he just goes back to doing nothing. That's what I'm saying.
He
man.
does, but you said meant for Kirito?
Yeah, but I'm saying.
Well, I said meant for Kirito because you thought he should be up higher.
Yeah, but the more I thought about it, I think you're right on him being mad. But that's why I think
But-
One Punch Man should be there too. I think they're all the
But
same.
like if you compare One Punch Man to Kirito, you like in your head think as protagonist he's on the same level as Kirito. I wholeheartedly disagree with that. But that's what you think. Like truly.
As a protagonist,
He said boo, Ichigo boo. We put Ichigo in man, okay? And that's like...
What is your legit problem with Ichigo? There's nothing. Ichigo doesn't do anything that would make you
He
like.
said, I'll stop sidetracking y'all.
Hey, I mean,
no, you're good. Yeah, put what you do with Ichigo is. But...
I think
About
as
One Punch Man.
protagonists, in terms of the character that they show, the progression that they make, Kirito and One Punch Man are about the same level.
Wow.
What does Kirito do?
Wow.
What does he progress at that One Punch Man doesn't?
Well, like what you said, relationships.
But One Punch Man has the relationship with the sidekick and the other like top. He's starting to have relationships with the top heroes.
Really, you don't.
You start seeing him more in the second season.
He's just kind of like this the whole time.
That's him.
Exactly.
Kirito's the same way. He's just like cool looking.
No, you get
young,
emotion from him. You do
good-looking
get
guy.
emotion from him, though.
You do. You get emotion from One Punch Man.
One Punch Man isn't. There's no way. I can't even give him a man.
I'm talking myself into Kirito and Pretty Good, and One Punch Man and man. Honestly,
I'll take Kirito and Pretty Good and One Punch Man and kind of bad. I'm willing to bargain that. As main protagonist.
okay.
Because I feel that the show is about One Punch Man, but he only shows up when he's needed to deliver a punch, really. Not like exactly.
No, okay. Like
Kirito's there the whole time.
season 2, One Punch Man starts a relationship with I can't remember his name, but he's one of the heroes. I think he's called like King. King.
Yeah, and they play games for a little bit.
But that's a relationship that King benefits from.
Yeah.
And that's
But
just One Punch Man being himself,
It's
being
just one
available.
person. And I don't think
Sidekick
he
is
meant
another
to.
one.
I don't even think he means to. He's just playing games. He wants to play games. He wanted to play games.
But he's there.
and
He's
King
there
does
with
benefit
him.
from it.
And they do
That's
talk
it.
a little bit when they're
A little, yeah, that's what I'm saying. But like compared to Kirito, and
But
I'm the
how-
one that said Kirito should be man, so I'm willing to put Kirito.
But
up. I
Kirito
get
doesn't
it.
really, besides Asuna, he
I
doesn't
can't
really.
believe this is even discussion. Kirito and One Punch Man, I can't believe it. I just can't. I can't. As
I
far
just-
as powers, that's a different story though. But like, I don't know. I'm gonna read that here in a bit, but we do gotta figure out this one real quick because I don't know when my phone's gonna.
Okay, so I want to put it in your pocket, but the reason I didn't just go ahead and use it is because I have a question. Could I use it?
If I rank him lower, you want to rank him higher? Like anywhere higher?
No, like if I used it, could I use it to move Kirito? No, it'd have to be one character,
One
right?
character.
Because you said you'd be okay with moving Kirito
I'm on
to
a
pretty
bargain.
good, and then One Punch Man is kind of bad. If I put it in your pocket, One Punch Man into man, would you not be willing to put Kirito into pretty good?
So you do think Kirito's better than One Punch Man?
Yes. But based on what you were saying about One Punch Man, it sounds like you're describing Kirito. That's why I brought Kirito up as an example. I definitely think Kirito was better, but based on what you were saying, it feels like they're about the same level.
Are we cool with Ash being kind of bad?
Yes.
Not the pit.
No, because all of the people we have in the pit, we legit don't like.
Yeah.
With Ash, I'm ambivalent.
Okay, so and then we have Kirito. I want to put Kirito in pretty good, and you want to use.
I want to just put it in
Let me
pocket.
see it. No. Put in your pocket. All right, he's not
Pocket.
taking him into goat level.
No,
But-
I could, but I'm
He
not going to
could.
be petty like that.
He could.
Because I legit see
That wouldn't make any sense. but
it
he
wouldn't
would-
make sense.
Yeah. Okay.
All honor must go into the tier ranking.
All honor. And for now. Okay, because I can see Kirito being pretty good. It's a tough call, honestly.
It is close. He's on the razor's edge between pretty good and man.
And we said.
But that's more of
I don't know his name.
the
I'm gonna go
seasons.
OP man.
OP man. I don't remember what his name is right now.
All right. He said Bleach. There is no consequence if they die. They just go to the spirit realm. Same as Dragon Ball Z. It's like constant Dragon. Oh, I just said that. It's so funny. It's like constant Dragon Ball Z, except you have to go find the balls to wish people back from the dead. Bleach is they're just not actually dead. No one is ever actually dead. You know what's interesting about that? Because they go to what's the place called? Because there is a heaven beyond that place that they never see. There is a God that they talk about, but they even never see it. Like they maybe they report to it. I'm surprised that didn't become a thing. I thought that was gonna become a thing for the anime. So
Look, the spirit realm.
we have Ichigo and Man. I think he's gonna stay in Man.
Okay, look. Yes, they die and they go somewhere else, but compare where they go to when they die in Dragon Ball Z to the spirit realm in Bleach. It was like desolate. It was poverty. They would be better off alive than dead in that spirit realm where they're basically starting from scratch. And it's not like it's hard to progress in that realm unless you have powers.
And you can still technically die in that realm.
In that realm, and then I think you're just gone.
You're the ball. You're the spirit.
Are you talking about Bleach
You're
or
the Bleach?
Okay.
You're the soul that goes to. And I get what you're saying. Nobody ever really dies, but these are strong beings. It's just weird how nobody ever does make a fatal slash. They just kind of leave them there. I mean, but somebody does die. Jin, that's his name.
Gin. I think it's Gin.
Jin?
I think it's Gin. It's spelled
I love
Gin,
it.
but I think it's Gin. But he is literally the only character I believe that dies.
And it's devastating, honestly.
It's done really well.
All right, guys. I think. Do you have something to?
No, I get what you're saying about Bleach.
Who, me or him? Oh, him.
Him, yeah.
So tough.
I get what you're saying about Bleach. I do think. I feel like you feel the consequences a bit more in Bleach than you would in Dragon Ball Z.
Right. Well. Okay.
That's it. Yeah.
So here's our list, guys. In the GO tier, you see, I'm trying to read it right there. Light, Deku, Tanjiro. Yeah.
Good. I'm good with that.
And pretty bad, we got Goku, Shinichi
Pretty
from
good.
Parasite. Oh yeah, pretty good. We got Kirito from Sword Art Online. Man, we got One Punch Man and Ichigo.
Like fee-free.
Kind of bad, we got Ash Ketchum. And then in the pit, we got Boruto, Yuki from Future Diary, and Eren Yeager. There
Attack on
it is.
Titans.
So I'm gonna let it sit in there for a minute.
Only takes about.
Now, am I showing it?
You
Oh
showing
yeah,
it.
I'm showing it.
You
Okay,
showing
guys.
it.
So, guys, it's been a good first episode. We had fun.
I had a lot of
We
fun.
had a good time. Dodge and Stuff Tough. Glad y'all came by. Glad for y'all to be the first followers. If you're around enough, we might mod you up and let you be one of the mods of the channel, just to
You definitely
have some
deserve it.
privileges. Yeah.
I love the conversation.
Good conversation with us. We had fun. Good recommendations and good opinions. We don't mind having different opinions. We love it.
I
We
love
welcome it. So we had a good time. We do want to say tomorrow we will be up 11 a.m. Central. Tomorrow's categories for tier ranking will be Friends.
We're
sitcom.
ranking Friends characters.
Yeah, the Friends sitcom. We're gonna be ranking the characters with maybe like a few of the bonus characters on the side that we're gonna add in there. So that'll be at 11 a.m. Central. We will post this video to YouTube. Also named Tierjerkers. I can't find it right now. It's probably because we have no content under it. But it's Tierjerkers. It's been fun. It's been good. Yeah, I have nothing to say. It was a good ranking. This will forever be on YouTube. My name's E Valley,
My name's Steve Money.
and this has been Tierjerkers. Take it easy.